What's going on, guys? Favorite King is back, and today we're going to be going over to status of Anime Rising. So before I actually get started, if you guys can do me a quick favor, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you know exactly when we go live in the videos that we put out here every single time for you guys, for your enjoyment, so that way you can get 1% better in this game. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. So let me go ahead and put out this window capture here to explain the status of what's been going on, okay? So no update yet, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I think this game is officially cooked. I think it's pretty much dead at this point for now. But right now, let's go ahead and read what Subbright mentioned yesterday around 1:30 p.m. Okay, so this is what he said: the following. Hey guys, I promised more communication, so here it is. I don't know when the update will be ready, and no ETA is on it. We obviously want to push out updates and fixes frequently. Now, we're not on vacation. I've been kind of sick the last few days, which is why I haven't been as active on here, but the team is still working on an update 1. There will be an announcement when we know for sure the date and time. Sorry, I don't have any news for you, but we haven't forgot about in the game or the community or your guys, whatever, right? Etc., etc., okay? I'll be completely honest with you. Every time I hear this, I'm sick, I'm in the hospital and everything else, I'll be completely honest. I think I played over the past 2 years maybe 15, 16 different Roblox games. And guys, it just gets a little irritating when I have to hear this excuse. Okay, I'll just call them excuses. I'll just call it out for what it is. If he couldn't put out stuff here, I don't understand why someone else that's actually here, like I'm actually looking at this right now. I see Wisdom Clock. I see all these moderators, all these people here. Why can't somebody send a message here on the Discord? It doesn't have to be Subbright, and if he's sick, someone else should have sent something in. I don't understand why. Basically, everything that he said here, aka he doesn't know what's going on, right? And with no update, it just literally brings the count down to like 2,000, or I think it's under that right now. It was at 16,000, and now it's down to 2,000. There's nothing going on. So around 10:30 last night, Trademark puts this out. Let me go ahead and show this over to you guys real quick. He basically says the following. Hopefully you guys can see this as I'm trying to read this along with you folks. Okay, so he says, thank you for your support during launch week. While the launch didn't meet expectations, your feedback has been direct and appreciated, and we're basing the upcoming changes around it. What we heard from you: resources are too limited, especially diamonds and class quirk rerolls. There's no satisfying way to AFK rise or earn souls. Many of you missed the excitement of opening orbs used to bring back in the past with the ACS days. Number 2, characters don't feel unique or special, since all these units can reach mythicals and there's little gameplay variance. That is true, okay? The only thing here is mythicals, which I don't mind, but there comes a point where even grinding it just kind of seems subpar, okay? So I consider that a fail. And there's not enough endgame content, which is important, and no meaningful challenges or goals to work towards. So if I'm showing you my screen right now, okay? Actually, not that one. If you see this right here, okay? You see my guy. He's been sitting here for about 2 days, okay? Just grinding. That's what I'm doing. This is the endgame world. I mean, and then look here. If you look here, I mean, this is what I'm grinding for, right? Get these. But even trying to get mythical essence is crazy, right? And then that's all I'm doing. And that's basically where we're at. So with that being said, let's go ahead and continue on what they're looking to do to address these issues. First up, more diamonds and altar summons. This is what I'm talking about, okay? That's what they should have did from the beginning. Increase reward and shop quantities for class quirk rerolls and rare items. Introducing the Soul Shrine, a personal rise zone to farm rare souls and essence. Second is boosting your shine luck and encounter rare, shiny, and classified summons. That's what we've been waiting for as well. So that's actually going to be really good too, man. I'm going to just give that a big W right there. Complete summon rework. We're looking to do base stats and power scaling rebalances to make the units feel more distinct. Class quirk reworks to improve strategy, gameplay across modes. So apparently with the quirks, I hope they simplify it because it's a little confusing right now, especially with that one. Unique classified quirks added to create more powerful rare units worth pursuing. Again, they're going to have to simplify it because there's just so much going on. I think taking a page out of ACS is going to make this game a lot better. Just keep it super simple. right? Second is new content and challenges, or new content mode and challenges. Hunter assessments. Rank up by completing challenges to boost your spawn, arise, and shine luck. AKA just like Arise crossover, because that's what they're doing right now. Dungeon breaks. Defend key areas from waves of enemies. I think that can use a revamp at this point, because it's kind of, the same. Map events, temporarily world-based bonus events. Okay, that's pretty good. Dungeon bonuses, new C-rank dungeons, and better rewards at higher difficulties. Player weapons and abilities. Step into combat with your own tools and skills. This is where I have a problem. Okay, I don't think they need to introduce that, because that right there is what killed ACS when they started introducing arm pads, shoulder pads, helmet, all this other crazy stuff. That's what killed ACS. I don't think that should be brought to the game, because it's going to kill what this game is about right now, which is already overcomplicated on a lot of things. Okay, so I would discard player weapons and abilities and just keep it with the units. Competition is achievements. Compare for rare cosmetics and resource awards. They need to do a better job of that. I think instead of doing top 10% or whatever, I think it's like the first 1,000 people. They need to redo that, because ACS was a nightmare for that. So I hope they do something better with that one, because ACS, every single person, the top 10 person, was purely pay to win. A lot of free-to-play players weren't able to get those rare cosmetics or resources. I just hope they redo that a lot better. Another thing too is other changes we're implementing or considering. Quirk auto re-rolling, that should be good. A traditional game passes purchables with diamonds, that's actually pretty good, because I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm just going to show you my screen real quick, even though I keep doing that. So right here, okay, this right here, nothing wrong with season passes, but guys, if you think about it, this will expire, right? So that's like $10 real money, $8, and all this other stuff, right? Don't have a problem with this, but when, like, for example, if you go to VIP Pass and to get the bigger auto radius and all this other stuff, and you only can get it temporarily because you only got 28 days to use this up, and then it expires, I think that's a big no for me, to be honest with you. I don't think that's okay. Make it a game pass, so that way we can increase auto radius, because if you look right now, my guys aren't even attacking. All right, so that's actually something that they need to do. And then Trademark says, some final words. We know that the game launched without depth or challenge it needed, but I've seen a lot of hate directed towards our testers, and I want to be clear, they are not to blame. They had very little time to test the launch build and did what they could. I see that the game wasn't ready to be released, and I sincerely apologize for dropping the ball. In recognition of this, I'm moving the game back into beta, whatever that means. You'll retain all your data and should feel mostly the same moving forward, but this will let us push more frequent mid-week updates and iterate faster on the balance changes with newly formed balance teams focused on long stability and fun. We're focused, we're listening, we're committed to making Anime Rising something you enjoy and something we can be proud of. Thank you for you guys by standing by us, Anime Rising team. Well said. Well said. Now let's look at these update sneak peeks. So apparently this is going to be the new world. And then here, I believe this is going to be one of the new and improved. I think this is going to be the shrine, as I mentioned here earlier. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't know if this is going to be any better. Okay, because Anime or Arise Crossover did something very similar to this last week, where they just decided to do this summer event update, and it wasn't what people thought it'd be, right? Even though they had this massive event, it wasn't as great as it should be. And with this one, it's really, here's the biggest thing that I've noticed about games, right? What I've noticed about games is that when you launch a game and it doesn't come out the way that you wanted, I've noticed that people are willing to forgive and forget, right? But the thing about this, and this was a problem with ACS in the past, when you get people, right, like developers talking, like Subright and everybody else, and I'm not calling him out for this because he got sick. I mean, like I said, I'm not even upset about the situation, but I don't like it. Like, if he's sick, can't do nothing about it, right? But the one thing that I will say that really gets under my skin is that you got all these people right here, right? All these people. You mean to tell me somebody couldn't write a simple message to say, guys, here's what's going on right now. Subright is sick, blah, blah, blah. This is what's going on with the game. to keep, to keep people in the loop. Because when you don't, especially when you have a Discord and there's no updates or announcements or anything else, the player count goes down and it's turning into ACS all over again when it started dying off, right? And I think somebody needs to go out there and put this out. And here's the thing. If some of these guys are actually smart, if he was sick, he should have told the staff, hey, can somebody out there tell the people what's going on right now? Because if you think about it, right? Right now, where are we at? 22nd, right? This was June 20th. O Trademark, you know what I mean? Pushing for players that are active in the community, blah, blah, blah. And that was the last thing, right? And everybody was waiting for this update, and it actually never came through, okay? Now, at this point, you got to ask yourself, when there's not, guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you, especially on the Discord, it's not that difficult to send a message out to let people know what's going on. I mean, guys, at this point, it's almost, there has to be somebody here, a messenger that can send updates every single day, like, hey, this is what's going on today, like twice a day. It's really, if you think about it, writing all this down doesn't take no more than 2 seconds to do. I'll be completely honest with you. You can go to ChatGPT and be like, hey, say this to my people, tell them exactly what's going on in a nice way so that way people don't get pissed off, right? But to me, what's going on here is that there could be possibly that it's not, they're trying to make it perfect, right? And I understand that part. But I think where it went wrong was that they introduced the rise as well as the summons, the openings, okay? Yeah, the summons. I like what they did with incorporating all these players. And let me show you guys this real quick because I think they did a masterful job with this, okay? I think this is awesome. Every single unit on here, okay, serves a purpose. There's not one wasted unit. This is something that they did differently, better than everybody else. Every single unit that you get and get them into mythical, they did a great job because now they do what's called if I were to go here real quick, is elements, right? And then because you join elements and factions, they get a boost in damage depending on who you go up against, kind of like Pokemon. So it's actually really good. But the thing that they don't have is, like this right here, I haven't done anything with my diamonds because I'm going to wait for the update. But guys, I think that this game is cooked at this point, man. Like, I hope to Jesus that this game gets better. But it's really hard. It's easy to forgive and forget, but communication's key, especially like in business, right? When you don't communicate frequently with your people, they start to wonder, well, what's going on? They don't care. This is stupid. What's going on, right? But it should, as long as somebody's there to actually communicate twice a day on the Discord, it's like, hey, this is what's going on. Here's what's going on. There's no ETA on it, but we're still working hard on it. Sorry, this is happening, right? Or maybe if they want, I can actually bring somebody from the development team, do a YouTube video and say, hey guys, tell the people why these changes come up. Because I've noticed when games go down, it just doesn't jive with most people because they want the games and they want them right now. They want them quickly, but they don't know that when you're doing these testing that certain things go wrong, right? You got bugs and all these other things. And I think if people were to watch that episode of me doing an interview with a tester or somebody that says, here's what you see from the beginning, okay? And then once people see and they understand that, hey, this is not as easy as it looks, maybe most people will be able to understand. But right now, man, like I said, man, I think this game could be cooked. I mean, in my personal opinion, because I waited for this game. Arise Crossover was a great game, and it just kind of, didn't do so well for me because now it's just, I don't know, man. But hopefully with this game, we get better over time, or they get better over time. And, I can see that right now, from my understanding, that all this right here, I mean, I'll be completely honest, right? Talk is cheap. I mean, they're going to introduce all the stuff, but talk is cheap, man. Let's go ahead. Let's make this happen, man. And, and we'll just wait. We'll just see. So, guys, up until next time, this is your King speaking, signing out, letting you guys know, get bigger, faster, stronger. I will see you on the next video. Peace out.